History unchecked tends to repeat itself. I think you would agree with me on that. So, what I want to ask you in terms of the truth for this week is what historical things keep coming up, keep presenting themselves, maybe in slightly different guises in your life over time? And how is that serving you? If something historical has been absolutely fantastic and it serves you really well and it keeps coming up, try and look at those observable behaviors to say, I really enjoy it when this happens, and it seems to happen more periodically than not. What am I doing to bring that energy in, to bring those benefits and all the great trappings of those things in? And conversely, if something is repeating itself in your life in terms of your mood, your attitude, your inability to be able to converse or communicate your thoughts or feelings in a certain way, conflict that's completely unnecessary, it's just a bad situation, you might get fired more often than the average person gets fired. There will be some sort of historical things that are coming up for you in your life. And if you start to really try and think about them, think about what your role is in that repeated history and what you can do about it, because your role in that is what you can change. And that's the key part. You can't, there may be some other things, some other parameters that's going to be a wee bit more difficult to change. But when you start to look at these historical things that regularly are coming up for you, you haven't addressed them in some way, especially the negative ones, to be able to say, I don't want to go through that ever again. That was awful. I hate it. Everyone hated it. We've all got this hangover now of emotion and tension or whatever it is. And I really don't want to feel like that again. How can I prevent that from happening again? Just because it happened in the past doesn't mean it's happening again. It doesn't mean it needs to happen again. If you can recognize it for what it is, recognize your role in it, and then take some proactive steps to make sure that doesn't happen again. So think about the historical repetition things that are in your life. Be very honest with yourself. Think about your role and take some action steps forward.